What's up, everybody? Real quick in the comments below, shout out your weapon of choice. Right now I'm working with the PO33, and I want to show you guys a workaround. One of the first things I noticed about this thing is it only plays one sound at a time if you're working with the drums. Okay, so if you're building a pattern and you're in drum mode, it only plays one at a time. In other words, the drum sounds are monophonic. Okay, it only plays one sound at a time. So I'm using one of the default sets that come with this thing. So I'm going to create a pattern and show you what I mean. All right, so let's add, and I'm going to use step recording. I hit pattern, choose a pattern to put it on. I'm going to put on 16. You hit right and make sure this little arrow is dark. See, it disappears. Make sure, and that's how you know you're writing. So I'm going to step in a kick right there, and it sounds like this when I hit the play button. Right? Okay, so let's go ahead and add a snare drum. So let's select a snare. I'm gonna turn off right. So you hit the bottom button, right? Okay, and select whatever sound you want to do. Let's just use this one. Okay, so I'm gonna write again, and I'm gonna write them or step sequence right into this pattern. So I put it on beat 5 and 13. Hit right again and turn it off and play it. Okay, now let's say, typically I would add like a hi-hat, right? So here's the problem. Watch what happens. If I play a hi-hat, which is right here, watch what happens. See, it's cutting off the kick and the snare. I can't deal with that. So the workaround is you're gonna have to sample something for the melodic section. You have 4 rows. The top 2 rows are for melodic, or anything that's a sample, and then it maps it into 16 buttons or 16 pads, 16 button, whatever you want to call it, right? The bottom 2 rows is for drums. So I'm not going to use drums. I'm going to create my own hi-hat, sample it, and put it in one of these melodic buttons. Okay, let's see what I can use. So right now I'm going to find an empty button that I can sample, and I'm just going to use my own voice and create a hi-hat, and this is going to be the workaround. So I'm going to hit sound 1 since that's open. Okay, so what the next step you have to do is hit record, and then the number 1, since that's the button that I want to put it on, and then you sample whatever. I'm going to sample my own hi-hat from my mouth. I'm just going to go tss, something like that. All right, so here we go. Record 1, tss, boom. Now it should be in there. So I play it. Can y'all hear that? I can turn it up. And then I can trim it as well. So if I trim, I hit effects right there and trim it. And you trim it however you want to do it. And remember, it's mapped out throughout the 16 buttons. So you got 16 pitches of that hi-hat. All right, so now you can go back to that pattern which we created, and instead of it cutting off, it will play. Watch. So I hit play. So boom, now it's not gonna cut off. That's the workaround. So create your own hi-hat and then go from there. Instead of using the drum section, use the melodic section if you don't want it to cut off. All right, so if I wanted to record that, I can either do it in 2 different ways. I can step it in, right? Yeah, I can step it in like this and then play. Turn right off again. And I can step it in some more and, you know, hit right, step in some more. Turn right off and then see that? Or the other way is just to real time it. Instead of step in, you just real time it. So let me hit right again and turn those hi-hats off. Okay. Turn right off, hit play. Now if I wanted to go ahead and real time it, I would hold down the right as it's playing and then just play it in real time. Like this. So it's playing, I will hold the right button and then just type it in real time. So it didn't really record it as I played it. It quantized it automatically. So say I don't like that. You just tap everything that's highlighted and start all over again. Do something crazy. Now remember, I got different tones. And it's in there. And notice it's not cutting off any of the other sounds because I'm using the melodic section. Now let's say I wanted to add something else. I don't know, another sound. Try it at home. Peace and positive energy.